My name is Justine Sinclair. My company name is Dreamoway. They critique how they look, what they wear, what kind of car, what kind of boyfriend the girlfriend has, what kind of hair has. It's just what size of your lips.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, I have Justine Sinclair, and she's going to tell you why you need to dream away. You really need to go download the app. The links will be in the description. It's on the Play Store. For those who are on iPhone, you can get it in your app store. Download it now. Listen to the game. Justine, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hi, my name is Justine Sinclair and represent as a Dreamoway. Thank you for invitation and introduction. I guess you already homework my Dreamoway. Do you like it?
I do. I love this. And I'm almost going to tell people everyone, is on Clubhouse right now because they want to network, they want to talk. But your app is very similar for people's needs who want to showcase their talent. So I want you to give the full scope of it in case I miss anything. And maybe there's, some features I don't know yet, but let the folks know what Dream Away is all about.
Dreamoway is very old. I want to explain about all. A lot of people forget their dream. They are unhappy and miserable. For example, you have a dream, go to college, get a job, and they think they can do whatever they want. But after school, get a degree, they're looking for a job, they end up with something they don't want it. Their dream is go to another direction. They are unhappy and frustrating, but they didn't fall in love, get married. They cannot achieve their dream because they have to pay their bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're frustrating, but they're just happy with their family. They, go through, but they always, if I have a chance to achieve my dream, I want to do somewhere. But that's so frustrating. So that's why I got in. Oh, I forgot my dream. But there is a Dreamway app. I can post a dream. I can share with the people, and hopefully someone can give me advice, make my dreams realistic, which direction I have to go, which way is the right path. Someone can cheer me up and give me direction so I can achieve my dream. That's why it's oh means oh I forgot my dream.
And with that, you're really matching dreamers with mentors. Can you talk about the inspiration behind it? Were you one of those dreamers and said, oh, I need to do something for the masses? How did the journey to create this come?
You know what? It's that everybody has want to do something. They want to do something, but sometimes it's so hard to go their journey. They want to give up. How many times do you want to give up? you know. But I wish someone can say, cheer me up. All right, or sometimes you have a lot of dream. I want to be a singer and dancer. I don't know what I want. Maybe I want to be an actor, but someone can give you advice. Hey, you cannot act, but you can sing. That kind of things. Also, I remember actually my app is come from my daughter's inspiration. It's like I grew up together with my daughter, and people love to someone cheer you up instead of screaming, yelling, and criticize. But this society is so, I don't know how to say, it's a crazy or out
Yes.
of control, and it's hard to explain. This society is love to criticize every single things. Right now is society, they criticize how they look, what they wear, what kind of car, what kind of boyfriend the girlfriend has, what kind of hair has. It's just what size of your lips. I don't like that kind of criticize. I like somebody cheer them up. When I give up, someone can cheer them up, and you can go on. I remember my daughter when she's in school, she just want to give up. And when I said, Haley, you did it this much. Do you remember last time you did a second thought and you made it this much? And why don't you do that? Some children, oh yeah, I remember last time I want to give up, but someone inspired me, so I decided I'm gonna do that. Someone can remind and cheer them up. It's so important because a lot of people, life is very lonely. No one support you. No one cheer you up. They're more criticize about what they want to do. So this is a thing for something I want to create positive society, positive community. People get together to support. That's
What
why
did
mental service is coming.
what did you do prior to Dreamaway? I know you are alumnus. You went to Boston University, and
Oh,
I too have lived in Massachusetts. Very interesting, great place to live. Taught me a lot in business. But yeah, what did you do prior to Dreamaway?
uh, you know, when I was young, I was so many dreams. It's my story is different. When I was young, I grew up in South Korea. South Korea education is so strong. Not comparing America. I remember my mom pushed me get all A. She sit right behind my desk until midnight. She doing sewing and painting, making sure I study hard. Of course, that time is 1978. My mom always told me, you have to be an A all over the class and study hard. You can get A, job and A husband. It's a Korean style. So if you get C, you get C job and C husband. So that's what I educate. But my goal is and my mom pushed me to be a lawyer. You're gonna finish the school. You're gonna go to law school. You're gonna be a lawyer. She pushed me be a lawyer. So I was dreaming as my mom's dream. You know, I want to make mom happy, so I can be a lawyer. So my mom can happy, and I think I can be happy because mom says so. That's how I grow up. And I came this country and to be a law school, and it was very challenging because English is second language and law is another language. So I tried to go to law school, and I changed the major for computer science. And during the computer science, I fall in love with somebody. So I want to be close. I study hydrogeology. People dream change. And one day I watched the TV show Hotel. Did you see TV show Connie Sellecca TV show?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I fall in love with that show. You know what? I'm gonna be a company CEO. When am I dream to have my own hotel? So I'm going to hotel restaurant management company school. So I changed the major again. And I finished school. I was working in the hotel industry. I specialized food and beverage department, room service and things. I learned all that things, but I didn't like it because they don't have a holiday. There is no weekend. 24 hours of work pretty much. I wasn't happy. So I went back to graduate school, study energy environment, something related to hydrogeology. And I pursued my career in energy environment study. And of course, love changed everything, right? Falling in love with somebody again. And I changed my career to decide I'm gonna do in a talent management company. So I was involved my career in modeling, acting. I used to coach how to act, and I used to be an IMTA judge. So I did a lot of program, and I was housewife. After got married, I was housewife for a long time. But I was always working with my ex-husband, and I learned a lot of things: how to do marketing, how to do PR, and how to do read the stock market, how to analyze financial things. And also I was involved a lot of voluntary work for visiting nurse, Northern New Jersey. And I was working food bank and helping people and, involved in community. And also I was involved in some political campaign for North Carolina senator or Ohio. So I was involved a little bit politics. So I was pretty much variety place, but I was pretty much mom. I was working as a voluntary. Once a while, I do teaching and I do involved in talent management because I had a child really late and my daughter needs me all the time. So it's really hard to get a full-time job. And I was lucky my ex-husband support me full time for whatever I want to do. And that's what I did as a mother.
So you were a woman of many talents. Talk about, coming from South Korea and then having all of this ambition, because a lot of times in, African and Asian culture, traditionally women have been, oh, just, be a good mother, but you have your own goals, your own dreams. And my wife being from West Africa, we talk about this, and to her, I'm like a rare person. Like, no, do everything. I tell my two daughters, do everything that you want to do within reason.
Yep.
And there, marriage will come. Somebody will come and, like the old caveman days, grab you and romance you enough. That will come, but that's not going to be the focus of your life. So can you talk about how you raised your daughter to be a dreamer? And is she on Dreamoway? And what dream is she pursuing? Because she saw a lot through you.
Yes, because when I was young, I was like a 1960s, 70s. That time, women is a second citizen, especially South Korea. All of a men, all of a men. Women is just a mom, take care of every single things. And I never like it because one of the reasons is I grew up in Sweden for until I was kindergarten. So I already have a European background. When I went to South Korea, I didn't like how they treat women that time. Right now, it's totally different story. And my mom always stay home. She sacrificed every single things for children and husband. It driving me crazy. Mom, why don't you speak up yourself? You have a lip. Mom, you so talented. Why don't you do that? It's make me so crazy because I feel like women is a second citizen. You know, and I said, you know what? Someday I'm gonna go all the way top. I'm gonna be equal as men. I have my own company. I can do anything I want. But always my mom discouraged me that time. That is of course nothing. Honey, you're a woman. Have a nice husband. Get settled down. Have a family. That's old fashioned, right? That's why always frustrating. That's why I came to this country because I thought that time, 1970s, never gonna happen in Korea. But if I come to America, I can make my dream come true. They only support men and women equally. I hope they do. So that's why I came to this country. Also, when I came to this country, I came with a two suitcase. My mom really sacrificed me because I always want to come to America. Mom doesn't let me go to America. And one day I come home, my mom gave me two suitcases and my school acceptance and airline ticket. Justine, you want to go to America? You want to have a dream? You go get it. But don't ever come back. And I came to this country since then. And I'm glad my mom sent me here. And she has a college to send me here, to make my dream come true. It's so important. So I want to make sure mommy can proud it. And also, even if I was married, wasn't happy at all because I really have my dream, but I couldn't do it. And I have a lot of excuse. I cannot do it because I'm married. I cannot do it. I have a child. I cannot do it because my daughter can grow up until high school. Oh, I lost you.
You lost me.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I hear you.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
I lost the screen. Mhm.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I see myself, but
Okay.
yeah, let
Okay.
me let's
Okay. Good.
let me hopefully let me see if I can do something to maybe on your side to even trick it.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you can see me, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I see you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, where am I? I forgot.
Well, you were talking about your daughter and
Yeah.
getting her through high school, and what is her dream? I'm just curious
My
because
daughter, that is one of the things. My daughter, when she was young, she wants to be a writer. And she loved writing. I mean, she can sit. When playground, everybody play around. My daughter can sit in the under the tree. She can write. She loved make story, and I was encouraged her, and everybody just her writing, and everybody inspire her, dedication. And one day she said, "Mom, I decided not to be a writer." Oh, what do you want to do? And she said, I decided I'm going to be a YouTuber and influencer. Honey, why don't you be a both? She said, why not? That's pretty enough. It's like, I can have one dream. I don't want to have too much dream. It's too much headache, teenage. So I said, Haley, how about you do dream like something decent job like accountant, teacher, lawyer, or financial. There was something professional job, and she said, Mom, if I get rich and famous, they're gonna work for me. Why should I do that? So I said, you know. Don't you want to have a really great job? You can think, but YouTuber influencer, one day you can be famous, next day you lose your job. Oh, mom, don't worry about it. I will take care. So I want to encourage my daughter and I want to give her a boy realistic dream. That's one reason I create Dreamoway. You know, it is great to be an influencer and YouTuber, but you can be a both.
Definitely, definitely. Now, tell me this: is she now a professional influencer? Has that dream come true? Is she working at
No,
it?
no, Nike. She's only 16 years old. She planned to do it, but she didn't. She used to do a lot of posting. She used to have over 50,000 followers, something like that. And problem is pure influencer things. You have to be continue to do it. And a lot of people criticize. Their comment is coming when you post a picture. Oh, that size doesn't look good. Why don't you take a picture? I think you are too fat. You shouldn't do that. Oh, that kind of comment. And she
Yes.
didn't like it. She didn't like it. And she didn't like people comment, you short, you tall, you fat. That kind of criticize for 16 years old girl is emotionally hard to handle.
It
So,
really is. It's
mhm.
hard, but I represent YouTubers and TikTok, social, a lot of influencers. And what I tell people is, if you're going to do it at a serious level, once you start making money, hire a team. I tell people it doesn't have to be me. Sometimes people say we're quite expensive, but we make money. But I say do not read the comments, because I have seen influencers try to commit suicide.
I
These
know.
people with kids of their own, and they want to just jump out the window, because if you believe the good comments, you will believe the bad. That's just how we are as humans. So hire somebody, and it can be someone even off Fiverr.com, people, to read those things so you don't miss anything. And if you have a good system, all you really have to do is be worried about is creating. Everything else you have on auto, and technology is there. So tell her, don't give up on the dream, but just get a team, because I could only imagine 16-year-old girl, someone's telling them about a picture. I tell them, pervert, stop looking at that picture. You're looking too hard. If you see that, what are you looking at? The person is 16.
I know. That's the thing. But some people is so strong personality. Who cares? They can go for. Some people is very sensitive. They cannot handle very well. So that is the difference.
Yeah.
And my daughter's kind of struggle. She does private way. She doesn't do public anymore, friend and friend. So that's one of the reason I want to change the social media you know, that problem, these social media problems criticize people so much, and everything is selfie, selfie, selfie. And one of the things I I cannot believe, I in my neighbor, she's only 13 years old. She does a Botox her lip so she can look good on picture.
13.
Yeah. My question, what the heck is your parents do? What is wrong with your parents? 13 years doesn't have money unless their parents pay for, right?
13 should not be worried about how their looks work. They need to
That's
know,
what
do
I
they
said.
know chemistry? Do they know their math, their history? Americans struggle with geography. So need to make sure you master that. That is crazy. 13 years old,
That's a
Botox.
reality. That's today's reality. I think one of the things social media is just so negative, and we have to change to the problem a little bit. Social media is now dedicated how we communicate with another, and we cannot curtail our social media habit, right? Because we are
Yeah.
so digital native, it's reality. So we have to change our problem a little bit more positive. I mean, a lot of social media is you can look at good way, but problem is a lot of people drive more negative than positive way, right?
Yes. Yes.
So someone has to be controlled, something stronger, positive way, and give it the right path and traction. That's why I made a Dreamoway with the mentor system. Maybe we can drive a more positive, right direction.
Yes, and you're really giving something back to the community, and I like to ask all of my guests, what is a community give back that you are doing or that you plan on doing in the future? Maybe it's with Dream Away, maybe it's with something else, but with all the success that you have had and that you're gonna have, what are some of the plans for giving back?
I want to help a lot of young children, especially my daughter is teenager. I know how many parents go through for handling teenager girl. Bullying is number one. I want to fight for that. And a lot of children experience so many bad bullying experience. They're facing anxiety and attempting suicide, committing suicide. I want to help the young children to have their own heart, to build their own self-confidence, to be ready for next generation. That's my goal. So I want to teach a lot of young generation, hopefully make a sports team, an art and music team to let their anger to explore somewhere. And when children learn about music, art, or play sports, they're pretty much less trouble.
Yeah.
And I want to do that. Actually, I was talking to in the morning. My daughter love to play lacrosse, and she always have a problem finding a team because not many sports team is in Florida. We have a lot, but we need more than right now. So I was thinking about creating another lacrosse team for high school students, so I can support my daughter, and on all my community high school children can join, and I can invite a lot of well-known people that can share their sports. They can share their idea about what kind of career they're gonna have, how they're gonna pursue their dream, and kind of community program I want to build it.
Oh man, that's awesome. And with Dream Away, are you doing the behind the scenes, the handling the interface and doing, coding and all that good stuff, or do you have a team?
I have a
And
team, and I have a little bit knowledge to know how to do a little bit. Because you have to learn something every single way, how to make an app, how to do PR, how to marketing things. You have to know every single things, and it's, don't hesitate to ask your employer. So you have to learn, you have to read, you have to have a full of knowledge to control your company and communicate with your employee and make sure you don't get ripped up.
definitely.
Oh, especially there are so many crazy people scam people like me as a single mom, old women, and women in business. So I have to learn. I have to be strong, and no one take advantage of me.
Well, she said it, folks. Old, but I know those who are watching, and I know most of you listen. There's nothing old about Justine. And when you guys go to her Instagram, you could be, I could almost guarantee folks will be in your DMs and saying, "Hey," saying all type of sweet words to show you how young you are. So don't put that on yourself. You have, decades to go before you can get that title. But with women in coding, when you first started saying, "Hey, I want to do this app," did you get any pushback? Because not just are you a woman, but I find, and this is especially an American thing, that Asian women are seem to be submissive, like they just, hey, jump, and they say how high. And so did you get any pushback saying, "Hey, you're an Asian woman, you want to do apps, where's the guy behind this"? Was there any
Oh
like,
yeah, trust me. Personally, I have experience. Someone said, "Oh, Hollywood is not ready for Asian women like you. You need a man like me. Give it to me. I will take over." I heard a lot of people. I know that. Especially my English is second language. They have an accent on it. A lot of people take advantage of it. But I had a lot of bad experience, learn by mistake, and be a better person and stronger person.
wow, what do you think that society, I always talk on this show about, I want to see more Asians on TV and non-stereotypical roles. I don't, everybody's not Jackie Chan or Jet Li. I want to see just real life, because we're all just human going through the same things, sometimes maybe in a different way, depending on your class and where you live. Because if you live in Kentucky, you're automatically not even Korean. You're just, hey, Chinese. And, and that's just how they think in Kentucky or small places like that. The same way, Americans struggle with geography. I just don't know what it is. 70% of people, last I saw, don't have a passport. So maybe that's it. But what can we do society wise to, knock that out, to say, hey, I'm a person just like you. I'm just like your wife, your sister, your mother.
I know.
Yeah.
It makes me so upset. I mean, this is 2021, still criticize people, what color of skin, men or women, gay or lesbian. They criticize every single thing. Why we cannot be equal? We all breathing. We eat 3 meals a day. We work. Why we cannot be equal? I think it's time we have the strong education. That's the number one priority. And I think it's one of the main problems. I don't want to talk about government. Our school system is time to change it.
Yes.
This school system, I think, is supporting to misunderstanding of a man and woman and color and all discrimination. Hopefully this education, especially pre-K kindergarten, we need a better education to how equal you are. We all breathing human being, pet or anything. We have to respect to other. And I wish education can be more stronger to respect other. Can be huge difference to look at the women or color or anything.
Well, I just had a crazy idea. You know what? Dreamaway being a tech company then needs to be in the school system where, kids of all ages can then tell their dream. And then at, such a young age, by high school, it's almost too late. You got to have people start thinking of their dream at 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, pre-K kindergarten. You know what? It's funny thing is, when I have do business, somebody act really crazy and something. I ask, which pre-K kindergarten did you go? They different so much. They're laughing at me like, but it is early education is so important. But American system doesn't give them about this early education.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
Well,
I have to do something about this one.
Yes, I think a presentation, even during COVID to the different school boards to show them how this can help dreams. Because I've worked with kids inside the system, whether they were coming out of jail, whether they were in foster care for their whole life, and I've been a supervisor of a psych program at a hospital
So
in
wonderful.
Massachusetts, and
Amazing.
it's just shocking to hear even 17-year-olds say, I don't know what I'm going to do except be on welfare from all colors and class. I don't know I'm going to be on welfare. I'm here in a psych ward, or I'm here in an orphanage. I'm in a drug rehab. I don't have a dream. And if you don't have a dream, that's kind of very sad, because everybody should dream. So I think going to the school board with Dreamaway and saying we need to get kids dreaming at an early age. So then, one, they can make sure you have a good paying client and clients through the year, and have that be a wave, because that's something that teachers struggle with. I've substituted many maybe a decade or two ago. And it's difficult because the teacher's job isn't to find out what they don't have time to find out what the kid's dream is.
They don't care. They don't care.
Well, if they, and some may care, but I've been in classrooms.
I know some teacher is amazing. Trust me, they sacrifice everything. So some teacher is really cannot do anything because the school system is sucks.
Yes. I've gotten in trouble before working with youth. I've gotten in trouble being a substitute teacher in a science class, actually allowing the kids to use the equipment. The principal herself came in, said, a teacher told me that you were allowing the kids to, I said, this is science. She's like, no, that's not what we're doing here. We are just here to babysit. These kids are animals. They'll break this stuff. We don't have the budget. And I'm like, these kids haven't had a teacher in over 4 months. So in science, you're not going to teach them science. So, it's going to take people like you, entrepreneurs. I don't think the government gets a lot right, personally. So, and they want it to be just in a box. And this whole thing could burn down so we can build it back up.
I hear you. All over budget.
Yeah.
I mean, children, it's like dream is you, who you are, what do you want to do, what makes you so happy. If you don't know what is the dream, you struggle, you're swimming, you don't know which direction you go, right?
Yes.
So we have to encourage a dream for young age. It's so important. It's like, I don't like one time my daughter said, Mom, I'm an Asian. I don't think no one take me any team. Haley, you are American. You are Korean, Japanese, Scottish, Polish, German. I mean, you got all the things you have. Who say you are Asian? You are American.
Yeah. And who made her feel like that?
Society.
And that's why Dreamaway, you guys need to go download this. I don't want to give them a game overload because I want them to go download this app. You guys have gotten it. Justine is just down the street, so we could do this every day, especially when COVID is done. I hope to do these things more in person, maybe by the beach, set up a shop somewhere.
That's gonna be cool. You know what? Actually, I was thinking about it. It is okay to go to beach and ask people what is the dream when you enjoy your swimsuit and sun.
We're going to take this conversation online because we're getting some good ideas. And you guys like, share, subscribe. Justine, thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much. Thank you for invitation. I had a great time with you. You're amazing. You have such a great heart. Hey, people like, what is your dream when you were young?